can copy and paste this stuff and put it all together in one document, and then you
I've been
guys?
trying to talk to her for 2 days with no response.
She's not responding to you.
I don't know if her cat died. I don't know if something happened to her son. I don't know.
Well,
She's
is she
in Australia.
still pissed off at you?
She was never pissed off with me in the first place. She wrote me back and said it was just a misunderstanding and she's happy to help.
She was no. She was pissed. She was definitely pissed. She sent me an email. But regardless,
Like, what's wrong with you? Seriously.
and I wasn't giving you a hard time about. I'm just trying to give you some insight and tell you, like, yeah, she might say she's not pissed, but she was pissed. I mean, she was upset.
Ask me if I care. I don't need for you to tell me what I've already done.
I think that, like, honestly, Sarah, I think that, like, people are going way out of their way to help you, and you shouldn't say, like, ask me if I care. I don't think that's right.
Man, I told you guys it was only a matter of time. Okay, Sarah Boone, the woman, the myth, the legend, she cannot help herself. Sarah Boone cannot help but be an insufferable human being. She cannot help but be pushy, obnoxious, and rude. That's her whole formula. She's just the most snobby person, the most pretentious human being you've ever dealt with. And now it's starting to manifest. You know, I feel like there's a reason as to why she's had 13 attorneys that could not work with her. I'm talking professionals. If professional attorneys can't work with you, do you think someone who's just your friend can work with you? Man, listen, we have Sarah Boone talking with the same person that's trying to help her. And when I tell you the disrespect gets real in this call, it's crazy. So apparently, Sarah Boone is communicating with this guy because she's trying to get certain things done for her family court trial. For some reason, she's going to be in jail for the rest of her existence, but she's really caught up and upset about her family court trial, trying to get her alimony, trying to get to see her son. But number one, she wants 67 something thousand dollars of alimony. Okay? This person has a life. The person who she's contacting has a life and is telling her, I can't do it today. When you tell Sarah Boone that you can't do something, you will feel her wrath. And I feel like this kind of gives us I feel like this gives us an insight as to like what type of a relationship she's had with everybody. Not only George Torres, but her ex-husbands and people who just have a deep connection with her. She's manipulative, and when you can't help her or won't help her, she turns into a disgusting human being. Man, we have ourselves a long call, basically with Sarah bashing the only person out to help her. Kind of sounds familiar, right? It'll give you the vibe of Wade Wilson and Jesse. Zero appreciation. But anyways, let's go ahead and check this thing out, man. It is a crazy couple calls right here, and there is a lot more to come. So shout out Third Rail True Crime, the only official source of these Sarah Boone calls. Let's go ahead and check this thing out.
Hello?
Hey, Sarah.
Are you available?
Listen, I just saw your emails. I lost my window to get this done for you. I
What do you
can't.
mean?
I can't. I don't have the time to like. I put all the pages together that you wanted sent. Then I started getting all these emails and the stop and change this and do this. I don't have the time. I'm literally not even in front of a computer. I have no ability to get this done. So we need to figure out.
There's no changes.
There's a ton of changes. You send me like 5 emails.
There's no changes. I'm typing it as is. It's just straight copying and pasting.
No, I don't have time, Sarah, to go in and like take the sections and put them in. I'm not even near a computer anymore. I have no ability to do it. Zero.
So I don't understand.
I told you that I had time to do this yesterday and this morning, and I don't. I'm done. I can't do it.
Yesterday I thought it was because you were out of commission for whatever you were working on.
Yeah,
Which is why
exactly.
you wanted to
That's
call you today at noon.
That's exactly right. I don't have the
Because
time
you were
to
working
do
on
it.
something. Because you were working on something. That's why I thought yesterday was, and then that's why I've been sending it to you in the parts that I've been trying to explain to you. It's uniform order.
Let me pause it right there. Like, what are you even talking about, Sarah? You understand that he's working on something, so you're going to send it to him in parts so he can digest it easier? That's what she's saying. Listen, Sarah doesn't care about anything that anybody's got going on unless it's for her. I mean, remember, Sarah Boone had somebody who was helping her die, and she didn't skip a beat. She did not care. She wrote a whole essay about how we shouldn't be worried about that person dying. Let's focus on what's actually important. So if she's talking like that, do you think your weekend of whatever project you got going on is going to affect her? She doesn't care. She doesn't give a fuck. All she wants to know is that you're going to do it. I sent it to you in parts. Don't worry. It'll be more digestible that way. She's a psychopath.
And then that's why I've been sending it to you in the parts that I've been trying to explain to you. It's uniform order, 11 pages.
Just hang on a second.
Okay.
I'm putting up my computer.
Like, it's just.
I got supplemental proceeding, page 2, page 3, do not send, alimony. Now there's like a page 6. I mean, for me to sit down and do this right and get this figured out for you correctly is going to take time.
It's not. You're overthinking this.
I am
When
not.
you had sent me your message yesterday, yes, you are, please. Yesterday when you
And let's just pause it right there. That's just her nature, just to be a bitchy bitch. No, yes, you are, please. Whenever she puts a please on something she's saying, that's her being as condescending as possible. You'll notice she says that in court to the judge a lot. She'll say that to her attorneys. When she says something, please, it doesn't even have to make sense. If she puts the please behind it, that means she's saying you're a dumbass. He says it's not that simple. She says, yes, it is, please. It doesn't even make sense to put a please there, but it's just like, hear me out, you moron. Hold on. Man, listen, I could not work with her. Shout out to bro for having this type of patience. I would cuss her the fuck out and keep it pushing. Disrespectful. And this is just for someone who's helping her, so she's being a little nice to him. Imagine someone like actually in her family or a loved one or something. She's probably a devil to them.
Saying that you received page 2 and 3 and that you're going to put it together and send it. You can't. That's what I was sending those to, is don't send it, because that's just one section out of like 5. I just didn't want you to send one section and then there's others that needed to be sent after I had sent it to you, letting you know that on the phone and in a message previously.
But like,
that's why I'm just sending it to you straight, copy and paste.
This is so fucking confusing. 4C alimony. Okay, so I just got this one. So this has to be in there too?
Like, I'm not, like, I don't know if you had a bad day or what's going on. Like, this is why, like, it's straight copying and pasting. Like, everything is in order as it is.
I understand that, Sarah, but I don't have even the time to do that. Like, even the copying and the pasting, and then I literally don't have the time. But I'll tell you. So
I don't understand then why you kept telling me to send it to you and that we were going to get it out this weekend.
I didn't say we were going to get it out this weekend.
You did. You said Sunday, hopeful, and then if anything, Monday.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tonight. I'm going to comb through all of this stuff and put everything together. Okay.
Not even finished. I have like 4 other sections that I have to send.
Nah, but it's easy. It's one and done. You could just send that shit. Don't even worry. Listen, number one, this is not your fucking attorney. Your attorney for your family case is going to handle it. This guy can't do shit for you. So all you're doing is terrorizing him for no reason. She told this man, no, it's not finished, so you're going to have to wait for me to send the other sections. Ma'am, you are crazy. What? You know, this is real. This is really a case of main character syndrome. I really believe that, because she's in jail. So everything that revolves around life stops for everyone else just because she went to jail. That's how her mind works. Like, well, figure it out. I don't care if you're busy. I'm not. I'm staring at a wall all day. So get that shit done or you're not a friend of mine. And trust me, she'll get rid of this guy just as fast as she disowned the person who died trying to help her. She doesn't give a fuck. This guy is not special by any means. You know why? Because she's the main character. He's just a side quest. You know, if that side quest expires a little too soon, oh well, we'll just move on to the next. That's how she sees real life. That's how she sees reality. And I love that she's just falling deeper and deeper into this fucking hole. Family court stressing her out. Bitch, don't worry about that. Alimony, don't worry about that shit. Open up a little chip stand or something and make prison snacks and shit. And survive off of that money. You don't need alimony. You just want people to suffer. And this is recent. This is in 2025. Vengeful, vindictive bitch. Let's keep it going. And you're starting to see it flare up with this guy. Soon enough, he's going to be her arch enemy too.
I have very brief windows of time where I can get this stuff done. Like, okay, so when do you think you're going to be done? Let's start there.
You came up and proposed the deadline of Sunday. So I have been working literally from 7 o'clock.
Let's just stop talking about that. Let's just focus on what we're going to do.
Remember, she has more parts, okay? So don't skim through that and put it together yet and send this letter that's not going to have any impact on anything in my child court proceeding. But just wait. I got more parts. Just wait. Be a good soldier. Fuck your family and fuck everything you got going for yourself. Me, main character, right here. Come on. Snap out of it.
And focus on how we're going to...
Well, I've been working around what you had proposed, and that's why I had been working my butt off.
Let's refocus. My question was, when do you think you'll have everything done?
Sunday.
Oh, God.
You'll have everything done by Sunday. Okay.
You have to understand, which is what I'm trying to help you understand, so you're not so fractious about all of this.
No, I'm not fractious at you. I'm just fractious because I want to get this done, and I want to make sure that.
Well, now you know.
So demeaning. Just so you're not fractious about it. Like, fuck you, bitch. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm outside of the prison cells. So if you want to sneak this me while we're having a conversation, you know, I could just go about my way. I don't understand why you're so fractious about it. But man, don't try to be using these big words and shit. Trying to call me a little bitch on the low. You know what I'm saying? Why you have to be so bitchy about everything? Just say I'm being bitchy. Man, listen. I would have blocked her ass so quick, man. But shout out to the soldier, because listen, at the end of the day, you have to appease her. If you want information out of Suitcase Sarah Boone, you're going to have to go along with her program, or else she will shut down. It's like a backup lock to a safe. You enter the code wrong too many times, shut down. So shit, he's better than me. Let's keep it pushing.
Well, yes, now you understand why. Like, I've been having a nervous breakdown for the last month and a half with this, dealing with everything else and surgery and being in prison and a DR. I have overcome all of these circumstances, and you've been my comfort zone, knowing that.
Put your bets in the comments on what surgery she had. What do you think she had? Eye surgery, weight loss surgery, thyroid. So what type of surgery you think she had?
You were going to help me with this in order for it to be done at the proposed time of this weekend.
Okay.
I work from literally sun up to literally sun down, and then some.
Sarah, I'm not faulting you in any way. I'm just trying to tell you the reality of what's going on, and that we have a shared thing to get done. This isn't about pointing fingers and now you know what I've been through, and you said, son,
well, for you to tell me that you can't do this now and I have no resources or any way to handwrite it,
none of that matters. Okay? What matters is, how do we get this done?
I have tried to send these to you before, earlier in the week, but for whatever the reason is, you haven't been receiving it. So now we've been having to figure out how to send it to you page by page by page by page. So that's what I've been trying to do in order to ration
So
credit.
if your deadline is Sunday, um, okay, as fast as you possibly can, get those other sections done. Um, I already have the 4 pages collected. That gives me, if it's Sunday, then that gives me a
And
little.
it's kind of funny that she's like, I'm working sun up to sundown. I mean, you should be working sun up to sundown. You're in prison. What else are you gonna do? You're staring at a wall. I wouldn't even call that working. You're just trying to find a loophole to find freedom. She bitches about her family court, this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, she's either trying to ruin her husband or figure out a loophole for freedom. You know what I'm saying? That's what you should be doing. There's a reason why lifers in prison help the youngins and the young people who come in jail with the law and shit, because they've exhausted every single turn and corner trying to get out themselves. And now they're just trying to give back. But you know what, Sarah? That does not apply to regular people on the outside world. And something about that infuriates her. She don't like that. She doesn't like that he can just put the story down and go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac and just eat that shit. And then go to the beach side and go swimming and shit. She can't do that, and that fucks her up for some reason. Yeah, I'm telling you, you don't burn the bridges that you have, Sarah. Don't burn the bridges that you have. And this is recent. I don't know what happened, but the way it's sounding right now, it seems like she's about to burn some bridges real soon.
Free. And by the way, Sarah,
You should have more pages than that.
and by the way, just so you know, like I never said that Sunday was a deadline. I was always, or there was miscommunication, because I was always under like I'm have a very 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 tight schedule, and I'm pretty aware of like when I can do things and when I can't, and I was expecting everything to get buttoned up and mailed today, which is why it's like
Wow, man. I don't think you remember what you tell me, and I have said this to you before, where you told me, you said, no, the latest would be Sunday, and we'll get it out on Monday.
Well, if I did say that, then I was misspoken, and that is what it is.
Yeah, you were very positive and reinforcing and just very supportive about it, which
I was. That's
like I said, absolutely, and just helped me think, hey, well, Sarah, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going.
All right, so let's refocus here. If it's Sunday, then that actually gives me a little bit of time. So, let's get everything to me as obviously as fast as you can. But I can't mail anything on a Sunday, by the way.
I know that, which is why you said get it to you by Sunday, and you would have it out on Monday.
Okay, so I'll get it out on Monday. It's gonna be tight, can you just in case? I think you should start. This is important, right? So I think that you need to start handwriting this.
I have no paper.
Can you copy and paste this stuff and put it all together in one document, and then
I've been trying to talk to her for 2 days with no response.
She's not responding to you?
I mean, why the fuck would she respond to you? You see how she's acting with this guy? And I know this is a gaslighter. This is why Jorge Torres, George Torres, whoever, this is why she was able to control him. They're both alcoholics. He has a soft spot for her, and she just gaslights and bulldozes and bulldozes and at the end of it, you just concede. You just give up and be like, okay, Sarah, I know for a fact that he probably didn't say, give it to me by Sunday, I'll have it out by Monday. But she kept going and kept gaslighting and you were very supportive and positive about it and saying for sure, until he was like, okay, Sarah, fine. This is why she destroys every relationship she has. This is why her son doesn't want to talk to her. This is why she has failed marriages. Shit, Jorge was a fucking casualty of her tornado. Like, she was going around destroying lives left and right, and he just happened to be in her fucking path. unfortunate. But shit, let's continue.
This is important, right? So I think that you need to start handwriting this.
I have no paper.
Can you copy and paste this stuff and put it all together in one document? And then you
I've been
guys,
trying to talk to her for 2 days with no response.
she's not responding to you?
I don't know if her cat died. I don't know if something happened to her son. I don't know.
Is
She's
she
in Australia.
still pissed off at you?
She was never pissed off with me in the first place. She wrote me back and said it was just a misunderstanding and she's happy to help.
She was no, she was pissed. She was definitely pissed. She sent me an email. But regardless,
Like, what's wrong with you? Seriously. Like, I don't know if it's like, I don't know what
that?
anything that I've done, but all of a sudden, like, I don't know.
Like, what's wrong with you? Yo, she's treating him like her boyfriend, you know? So I don't know if you heard that. He's talking about some unknown person that's helping her as well, right? Again, like I said, whenever there's an anomaly like this, some big case that pops up, people tend to flock either to help or to hate on. Okay? Apparently somebody was helping her and she already pushed that person away. He's over here just putting down the facts like, yes, she was mad at you. Why isn't she responding? Sarah's like, what's wrong with you? Seriously, like, what's wrong with you? Listen, every relationship that Sarah creates, she destroys at the same time. She's a self-sabotage machine. She's a self-sabotage machine, bro. That's why they probably blanked out the voice, because the person has, probably has no longer anything to do with the case. There was probably a bunch of people helping Sarah. One of them died. Sarah could give a fuck about that. The other one's mad at her because she probably said some out of pocket shit. She can't keep friends. Ever. That's why at the end of it, you notice she was always with George. She was always with George. Everything was her and George getting drunk. She had no friends.
Oh, like 1 minute, like you're incredibly like uplifting and positive and everything else, and it's just like I can't do it now, and then I don't get it.
I am not trying to give you a hard time. I'm trying to accomplish a goal with you, and I'm just trying to explain to you, like, I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to get this done for you. Like, I'm not Superman, right? I can't like pause time and all that. So
I tried to explain all of this to you, I don't know how long ago. I don't know how long ago. You've seen the uniform order. You know what the expectations are, which is why I've been trying to drill through it. So my thing is,
right.
I don't understand now why all of a sudden at the last minute that it's a problem. And I understand that you have things that you are doing, but you should have said so a long time ago. So I should have actually just, like I said in one of my messages you probably didn't read, start mopping floors and making beds so they can have...
Like I said in one of my messages that you probably didn't read, I would hit that hang up button so quick, bro. So quick. This is someone going out of their way to help you. This is not a family member or someone who has like an emotional obligation towards you or anything. This is a stranger trying to help you. Let's continue.
Pen and paper. Literally working on this from sun up to sundown 4 days.
I'm not faulting Sarah. I'm not faulting you. I'm saying that good, you should be. This is your kid. I mean, fucking A, I would be doing the same thing. And I'm on your side. I'm not blaming you. I'm just telling you, like, hey, it doesn't matter if there was miscommunication or if I said, yeah, we're going to get this done, and I was being positive, and now I'm worried, and you're taking that as though I'm like, oh, Peter should have told me this a while ago. That doesn't matter.
This was just day before yesterday. That's why I'm thoroughly confused how 1 minute you're like that and then today you're like this.
Because I'm extremely busy. And I trying to pull together like a million different things. Okay, so listen, here's what I think. Send me that stuff. I'll have to figure it out.
There's nothing for you to do other than
what about
please, which is what you promised.
Can't cut and paste it. Oh, because she's not talking back to you. And I wasn't giving you a hard time about. I'm just trying to give you some insight and tell you, like, yeah, she might say she's not pissed, but she was pissed. I mean, she was upset.
Ask me if I care. Flip the next.
Ask me if I care. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch who went out of her way to help me. And I think she said she was Australian. Shout out my Australians in the chat. You know what I'm saying? What a bitch. You know, man, ask me if I care. And I knew that would be her type of energy. But at the same time, when he brings it up to you and lets you know, like, oh, she's mad at you, what is wrong with you? You act like there's no problem. So which one is it, Sarah? There's no problem between you and her, or ask me if I care, she's a bitch anyway. Self-destructive piece of shit. And listen, we're gonna see a lot of this. And it's beautiful the way she grabs onto some relationship with like niceness and like this false sense of being a good person, and then she just tears it apart like a fucking piranha. That's her whole MO, and she can't control it. But anyway.
Page.
Why don't you care? Why wouldn't you care about that?
I don't have time to care about that right now. And what exactly do you propose I do about it right this moment? Yesterday or the day before?
Apologize?
Rather than writing her an email, confirming our friendship and thanking her for everything that she does.
Maybe apologize,
yeah, but, like,
you
apologize
stupid
to her
bitch.
and tell her, like...
I don't need for you to tell me what I've already done. Please.
It doesn't sound like you apologize to her, but whatever. It's not my thing.
Absolutely, just like it did Lana's, you know, and everything else. And then it always comes back to bite us in the ass and say, I told you so.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay. What else can he... okay. What else can he fucking say?
I think that, like, honestly, Sarah, I think that, like, people are going way out of their way to help you. And you shouldn't say, like, ask me if I care. I don't think that's right. I mean, like, you could say the same thing to her about me tomorrow.
That's your paranoia. That's your paranoia.
That's not.
I've done everything that I possibly can. And the thing is, though, at the same time, you don't have conversations with her on a daily basis. You don't work with her extracurricularly on these things that to try to avoid and alleviate things for you to ask for me to ask you to do. You're not there. You're not in the relationship between me and her. You don't understand.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
so
know
I've done
I know
what I
the
needed
fact.
to do, and everything's fine. And she's on a regular basis. She does go like this because she's 16 hours away and has a broken phone and a dying cat.
I know the facts, Sarah, and I know that you asked her to do all this work, and then she did it all, and then
16 hours away, a broken phone, and a dying cat. So what are you trying to say about her? You calling her broke? You're calling her a piece of shit? Like, what are you trying to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you should get some of that alimony and send it her way. Give her a couple $100 so she could get a phone to help you out better, Sarah. But what she's saying is, 16 hours away, a broken phone and a dying cat. She's not that big a deal. I don't give a fuck. I don't have enough time. Listen, man. You don't have to be best friends with people, but if you create relationships in the world, especially as an adult, you don't want to burn bridges like that. One, mainly because you can't use that bridge anymore, but two, you might turn someone against you to where they're your biggest hindrance in life. Where they'll make it a conscious effort to be a hindrance in your life. And when you're in jail... Ladies and gentlemen, when you're in jail, that becomes real easy if somebody just decides to switch up on you.
I didn't ask her. Remember that. We've already had this conversation.
Yeah, we did, and you did ask her. Or you said she volunteered, but whatever. I mean, you talked to her about it, you had her doing it, and then and that's, I'm not mad about it. I mean, that's between you guys. I'm just saying, like.
Do you understand what the whole point of her doing that was?
No.
Or you don't, and you're just talking?
I guess,
she wanted me to see my document as a whole.
I'm just talking. Go ahead.
She wanted to see my document as a whole. She wanted me to see my document as a whole, as opposed to all of these different sections in individual tablet messages. So she said that she thought it would be a good idea for my mental clarity and sanity to type it up as a whole, so I could see what my work likes as in a whole progress.
That's not true why she did that. She did it because she thought that you were going to use it and print it out, and that's why she wrote to me and said, Sarah had...
Right, and that's where the miscommunication came in after she and I have already discussed it on the phone and in the messages.
So she's just lying to his face. She's lying to his face. And this is, man, listen, you helping someone like this, there's no helping them. All you can do ever is waste your time. And frankly, provide some good ass entertainment at the same time doing it, because goddamn, you cannot work with her. She will lie to your face. It will be the same friend group trying to help her, and she'll lie as if they can't corroborate and email each other because they live in the free fucking world. Sarah, you have a number of emails you can send. They have unlimited. Imagine that. They could just go on their computer and send emails between each other constantly, free of charge. Just pay your internet bill. But at the same time, you're just going to lie to their faces.
You think that she spent her entire weekend writing like 6-page documents?
What is the point of this?
You're bringing it up.
Oh man, I don't know.
I'm just trying to get us over the finish line here. So why don't we do?
Said that you can't do this?
No, you're not listening to me.
I don't get it.
I don't want.
I got up,
Listen to.
was excited to talk to you about stuff,
Sarah,
make sure you were okay, and how everything was going yesterday, and then
listen.
this. I don't get it.
Just listen to me, please.
Like, do you want me to feel really bad about?
No,
because I feel really bad about, and you're just mutating it.
I don't want you to feel bad. I just don't think that you should say
about this whole situation.
Can I just finish what I'm going to say, please? I don't want you to feel bad. I just don't want you to say things like, ask me if I care, because this is someone that's spent a lot of time and loves you and is trying to help you. And for you to say that I'm
talking about this moment right now.
Okay, but you think that doesn't hurt any more? Like, if I heard you said that about me, I would be upset.
When I say ask me if I care, I mean, do you want me to care about it after it's already been resolved? That's what I'm not understanding.
I don't know. But anyway, can I just get back to what I was going to say? So this is what I was going to say. Sunday is gives me a little bit of breathing room. If you're not comfortable asking Nicole to kind of like copy and paste everything together, and you think that's going to take too long.
I've been trying to get a hold of her for 2 days. I'm not sure what you're misunderstanding with that. And I've just sent her messages. I called her 5 times today.
Oh, right. Yep, you're right. Sorry, I got a lot going on, Sarah, man. I got
and this is why you can't believe her when she said, "Ask me if I care," means that she doesn't care because they resolved it anymore. I'm sorry, they resolved it already. That's what she told him. Ask me what I care means. You lying bitch. Everything she says is a lie. Why isn't she answering your call after you called her 5 times? No, the ask me if I care meant what we all thought it meant. It means she doesn't care if she's angry that she did some fuck shit toward her. And that's all Sarah will do. She's going to backstab you. Imagine backstabbing somebody while you're in prison. That's got to be some type of a talent.
5 million things.
So do I. I do too.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to get you to please understand, and I do totally understand with you, which is why I've been working with so closely, because I'm trying to alleviate things for you. But this whole typing, this cutting and pasting thing and mailing overnight, you and I know what to do and how to do it. But
the problem is time.
And you said that you were going to help me with case law, because you're like, it's no problem and it's simple. So with that being said, I just, left some things open for case law to be added.
Sunday is our day.
So he has to copy and paste and align everything out of like 6 or 7 emails. And then he has to go into into everything that's been aligned and add case law and references to the 6 or 7 pages of bullshit that she wrote. To therefore send it to her attorney, I'm assuming, to be ignored. That's what she wants him to do by Sunday and send it out by Monday. For a child that she doesn't give a fuck about, and for the alimony that she's never going to get. Vengeful and vindictive is not even the word to describe this crazy woman, bro. Holy shit. And she'll never stop.
Line. I'm going to do my very, very best to get all of this done. I'm not sure how I'm going to freaking do that, but I'm going to have to figure it out and die trying, I guess. But, because I'm your friend and I'm here to help you. And I know you know that. And even though we're spatting right now, it's not a big deal.
We're spatting.
But,
no, she does. No, she doesn't care about you, bro. She does not give a fuck. She's like, in her head, she's like, man, if you only knew. If I knew a crime about you or something and I could snitch on you and get out of jail, I would do it yesterday. You know, shit. She don't, man. She is not your friend by any means. I'm pretty sure he knows that. But we've seen how Sarah treats friends and lovers. Not very good.
Care about you, and I want this to get done. So I'm gonna really do my very, very best to get this done.
And I'm super grateful, which you know I already am, and I just don't want Sunday to roll around and you be like, well, you need to go mop some floors and make some beds.
That's why I'm having this conversation with you, because I think the miscommunication was the amount of copying and pasting and all this kind of stuff is a lot more than I was allotting time for. So now
I know, that's why I've been trying to make you aware every single day, verbally and in messages, so you understood. I wanted to make sure you knew.
Okay, well, I guess.
And again, you've seen the uniform order, so you know the different sections.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I don't have the time to sit there.
I mean, you were the one, I believe, who actually read it to me.
Sarah,
because I got it 17 days later.
Time to read through your parenting plan and making sure that like what you've written covers what section. I mean, this isn't like I'm
not asking you to do it. I've already done that.
She's talking about adding case law and shit like that. Again, ask your attorney. Mind you, this is not her talking to an attorney. This is her talking to some dude. I would probably bring that up to my attorney, because he's like trained in that, and he could probably get his paralegal to add, citations and case law and all the things you need to add, because they're trained to do so. No, she's asking this guy to do it. Man, if she don't get the fuck out of here, she wants to have the feeling that there's movement happening, that there's progress, that we're doing something. But deep down, she knows that all of this is for nothing. You're not. If the judge ever granted her alimony, I would be sick to my stomach. I don't think she deserves 1 cent. Why does she need it? She's in prison. She can spend $100 a month, or depending on what state she's in. What would she need? What would $67,000 do for her? Man, fuck out of here. You're gonna die before you use the whole $67,000. Let that man hold his money.
I think you're making a mountain out of a molehill. It's just cut and paste and add case law with the page numbers at the top.
It's incredible. Like,
just trying to help you.
Mountain out of a molehill. Like, you don't know what's going on in my life. You don't know how busy I am. And
I'm talking about just this awful pretrial statement. That's all.
I know you're talking about that, but you're saying like I'm making a mountain out of a molehill, and it's just copy and paste and blah blah blah. Listen, Dara, I'm not an idiot. Like, I know when I look at something like how long it's going to take me to get it done, and I could do a shitty job, but I don't do a shitty job. I make sure that everything.
Never do a shitty job.
Make sure that everything is ticked and tied and proper, which is.
I know, and that's why I love working with you, is because you know what to do and how to do it right at this time. Absolutely.
But when I say to you, like I'm running up against a wall here and we got to get this done and we're on the same team. Remember that. We got to figure out a way to get this done. And you tell me I'm making a mountain out of a molehill. I don't know how else to explain to you that it's not a molehill. Like, I'm telling you, like we're running up against it, and I want to make sure
it's not a molehill at all. I've been dealing with it for a month and a half.
I want to make sure that you get what you want committed, to the judge and to the court.
Yes, please. I'm overdue. That's why I've put my heart and soul into all of this, and just it is what it is, what it is, what it is. Just I got to get to her.
Sarah, let's do this. Let's regroup. We're going to work on this. We're going to get through it like we do with everything else. I really was not trying to give you a hard time. Maybe my language was a little, I don't know, coarse or whatever. It's just because I'm running at 1,000,000 miles a minute. So what I'm going to do is
You could tell he knows how to babysit her. You can tell. And I think the problem with her and Jorge, they probably had like the same type of temperament. Kind of a little high strung, a little alcoholic. They both kind of clashed a little bit. You could tell he knows how to play her like a fiddle. The way he's like, well, Sarah, well, listen, remember, we're on the same team, Sarah. We're on the same team. So this is what I'm gonna do for you, Sarah. Man, Sarah Boone. She loves to think of herself as the mastermind genius. Clearly, all the letters she's written to the judge, the flyers, she sees herself as the mastermind genius, not knowing this entire time she's being played. This entire time, she's the butt of the joke when she thinks she's making plays and shit. Bitch, I love it, bro. I love it. She really feels like it. She's going to be disgusted at how stupid she sounded on these calls. I promise you, eventually she's going to hear them.
Wait for you to finish sending me everything that you need to send me. And then,
if you think that this is a shit storm already, it's going to be a shit hurricane by the time if I send all of these to you at one time. That's why I was trying and thought it was a good idea also for like the few little pages here and there that trickle in, that it might be something that you could sit down for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, cut and paste, add your case law, wait for the next one to come in.
theory, that's awesome, but it's just the way things are going right now. It's like
you'll spend a day doing this once you get everything, and I don't even know.
She's saying she's gonna feed them information slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. How many pages does she have? She said it's gonna be a shit hurricane if she sends them everything. How many pages is that? I thought you said it was 6. This bitch probably has like 20 pages, bro. Add case law to all of it. By Monday.
Last minute if you're going to be getting everything. So as I send it to you, that's why I've just been waiting for verification.
All right. The point is this. Let's refocus. If you do get a hold in a call and she can start like organizing this and making this like exactly how you want it, that would be huge. If she can't, okay, we'll deal with it. And I'm just gonna keep moving forward. Okay.
I have segments that I can send to you. I'll just send them to you page by page by page.
Okay.
What do you want me to do now?
What do you mean, what do I want you to do? I want you to send me the stuff. Just keep sending it the way you've been sending it.
I'll continue to send pages, but I just want to make sure, that pages come in not in order because of their content amount. So just make sure, please, if you could, that the top left is the page number. They're perfectly in page numbers.
Okay.
Like, are you positive that you're okay? Because I'm kind of scarred from this phone call, and I just want to make sure that I'm not doing anything wrong.
I don't even think she has all the pages. She's probably still writing them. She's going to go back into her cell and start scribbling out some more pages. She's not done yet. Like, are you sure? I'm kind of scarred about this phone call. Are you sure you don't just want, like, 2 pages a day?
Thing that I can't correct.
Why are you scared? Don't be scared. Come on.
I'm not scared. I said I'm scarred.
Sorry, scarred. Don't be scarred. It's fine. I'm just really, really busy and stressed, and I'm trying to explain to you that we're up against it, and like I said, I'm going to do my very, very best to get this done. So can't really say anything more than that. And I know that's unsettling and it's difficult, but that's the reality. And I'm going to do my very, very best.
Is there a but after that, or it's just period?
What?
No, it's just period. Why?
Because as I've explained to you in my life, I've been disappointed in so many ways where I just don't know what to expect, and the shoe always falls. The other shoe always falls. And I just want to make sure with this and everything that I've invested in it that you...
Sarah, start crying. That'll always do it. The dry tears, the tears that don't drip, start crying, Sarah. That's the one. He'll start feeling bad for you. Remember when she was bitching about prisoners making fun of her and being mean to her? Just start crying, Sarah. That'll do the trick.
Are not going to be one of those disappointments, and I just...
So I'm going to be a disappointment. Like if I cannot get this done, like Sarah, if I have the time and
that's why
the ability to do it,
like, is it an if thing?
Like, and I understand it's like disappointing, but like if I physically am unable to get this done, I am personally going to be a disappointment to you.
I don't know how you read between the lines so incorrectly. I never said that. just I don't want you to be one because I love you guys so much that, again, it's like the whole beaten dog thing where I allow you to pet me, and then it's like
Yeah,
instead of
you're
a pet,
saying,
What?
it's a hunt,
right,
and I don't want it to be that way.
but you're saying it's like my fault. I'm going to be a
Where do you get that from?
because you just said it.
Get it?
You got where am I getting it? You just said it, Sarah. You just said I don't want you to be a disappointment. You're like I'm like a dog. I'm allowing you to pet me, and then you're gonna like hit me. It's not me. It's the life circumstances that I'm in, and I'm like I said, I'm going to do
I don't think you're okay, man. Like, I don't know what I did. Like,
you.
I don't think you're okay. The gaslighting. I don't think you're okay, man. Like, I don't know what I did or what you did. I think you should get checked out. You should go to therapy. You're not stable, man. You're not. Whoa, dude. The way you're acting, I'm just not going to send you any more pages. Whoa, man. You're not okay, bro. Holy shit. You think with logic? You're not okay, man. Gaslighting, manipulative bitch. Holy shit. Imagine living with that. I'm pretty sure there would be a homicide, either from Sarah or from whoever is living with her. Somebody's killing somebody. You're not okay. Anyways, let's continue.
It's the life circumstances that I'm in, and I'm like I said, I'm going to do
I don't think you're okay, man. Like, I don't know what I did. Like,
You have 1 minute remaining.
all right.
Peter, like, I just want to make sure you're okay because you've never been like this before. I don't know what's
Okay.
wrong.
Yeah, okay. All right. So listen, just call me tomorrow, and we'll pick up the pieces and we'll go from there. Okay. Take care.
That shit is crazy, bro. I mean, she destroys any relationship that she's ever created, and I mean, take that for yourselves, whatever you want to take for it. You know, we all could be self-destructive here and there, but you know, witnessing someone self-destruct like against their own will, it's like they're just forced to self-destruct any relationship they have, is a thing of beauty, and that should be a cautionary tale for everybody. Listen, if you're having a little turbulence with your relationship, don't be a Sarah Boone. Don't murder your boyfriend, and don't bash people who try to help you, because it never ends well. They're gonna take your kids away from you. Not like you gave a fuck about your kids anyway. But anyways, I love you guys, man. Stay tuned, bro. Shout out the Third Rail True Crime. Shout them out. Go to their Patreon. Get the full call with uninterrupted stops. I'll be right back. Peace.